Alright, welcome guys to another Blender live stream. I'm your host Morgan Ozpin, and today I decided to just skip out on animating the the wrestling animation for today, since usually when I do these streams I I usually alter both the making of my wrestling animation and the making of some other stuff whenever I schedule these live streams. But today I decided to just go ahead and finish what I've started, which is freaking texture all these game assets, and yeah, that's what we'll be doing today. Anyway, we really have a few more things to do here before we can call this like a complete project here in Blender. We need to just texture out some of these characters here, like the duck cycle, the owl loon, and the butter plane here. We just need to texture these, and then we will then animate them. And just so you know, guys, I've also been doing some stuff behind the scenes. I've freaking was able to animate this little thing here with the flower, where he can now like spin his blades around like that. Just cool. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and texture some of these characters here, starting with maybe we'll try to do with the we'll try to make the complicated character here first. We'll texture out the duck cycle here. Now I don't have a freaking reference sheet for this. I mean, I technically did all the concept art here, but the whole duck premise really came out a little bit late a little bit late into the modeling process of this, so you might have to freaking plan out the colors of this character along the way. So let's go ahead and freaking paint this character. But before we do so, I think it's best for me to do the UV mapping, the UV wrapping here first, just so we can, because even though I don't think I will be able to put any textures into this, I might still need I might still apply some noise textures to this, some procedural noise texture to this, and it requires me to maybe use the UV maps of this character. So let's just do that first. Let's mark this seam here. Mark, where else can I mark this? Maybe we can mark a seam over here. Like so. Yeah, here as well. You mark seam. And also mark this with a seam as well. You mark seam. This one as well. You mark seam. I'll get rid of these points here. Alright. I don't think I'll be able to, do some commentary while I work on this, so... But if you guys ever have any questions, you can freaking post them in the chat below. And if you guys are wondering again why I'm not doing the I'm not working on the behind the scenes of the wrestling animation I'm working on for the past year. I just want to get this over with as soon as possible because I wanna because to me these are just like easy things to do. Really not really something you really need to worry about. Plus, I wanna get started with working on the code in Godot as soon as possible, and that requires me to finish the assets here. But that's not to say that I haven't been working on the wrestling animation. I am currently coloring the frames I already did for the scene we just currently made in that wrestling animation. I still haven't made the frames for when he starts to do a front flip from the top rope though, so I think that'll be what we'll be doing on the next wrestling scene of that. Let's see, Mark Seam. Mark Seam. So we'll make a seam here as well. And let's make a seam over here. Make a seam here as well. This does like all the faces here. Okay, that should give me seam everywhere here. I'll add a seam right here just to give guys some weight. You might seam a U unwrap. Okay, let's see. Let me open up this here, this one. And I need to see if this is showing up correctly here. The UV editor. Okay, so far so good. What is this? Ah, this one. It's like, wait. Ah, this is good. This is good, yeah. What else? Sorry guys if I feel like I feel disjointed this stream. I just got back from running a 10-kilometer. So if I feel less energetic today, I apologize. Okay, I guess we're done with this. We'll work on this one next. Okay. Oh, no, not that. This one. Okay. Alright. Okay, this looks fine. Next is this. Let's see. Possibly we just use a cube projection here. Nope. Okay, so let's select this by layer. U mark seam. Alright, and I think that's it. Alright, nice, okay. See, I'm getting better at freaking predicting how these UV map I'm getting better at UV unwrapping. Okay, so next thing we need to work on here is the body of this. U mark seam. Seam. Else. Alright, I think that's it. AU unwrap. Alright, So far so good. Where's this coming from? This spot. Oh, because it's like... Alright, I'll just get this U, mark seam, AU, unwrap. There we go. This one, sure, this is good. Okay, let's make the UV map for this one now. U, mark seam. Let's do it here. Mark seam. Okay, select these spaces here, then this space. Okay, AU, unwrap. Oh, look at that, all blue. That's perfect. That's like perfect unwrapping for me. All right. So if you guys are new to unwrapping, the goal by the end of everything is to kind of like, let's say this. The goal of like unwrapping is to make sure that all of the shapes in your texture map is all blue. Because if there's some hints of red or green, it means that there is some stretching going on, and that can result in distortions when you start like painting your textures. So we gotta make sure these are all blue. Now this one, even though it's all blue, there is some like overlap to some of this. As you can see, the cube texture map is colliding with the cylinder's texture map, so we need to sort of like separate them all out. So I think this can be just done by this, right? Okay, good. So since these are all like just cylinders and cubes by default, I mean, I didn't really manipulate the sizes in a way. I don't think I need to like add any like seams to this, because Blender already did that for me automatically. So that's why. Let me just see if this is okay. This one, okay. This one. Why is it separated? Oh well. But this one. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay. I think you can also deal with unwrap with this one. Yeah, okay. And this one, yeah, there's the texture. Okay, there's some like green going on here, but I don't think it's that noticeable. I'm keeping it either way. What else? I guess this one as well. Alright. It makes it much easier to like predict how the texture map would look if you are working with these cube-like models or meshes in your project. Now we already got this textured. Let's unwrap everything. Cool. It's blue. Oh, now this one though. This is just a cube, right? A cylinder, I mean, right? Yeah. So I don't need to mine this. Well, I do need to mine this entire little thingamajig here. But I think I can manage. Just need to mark all of these hard edges here. My crossfire. Like this. By the way, is my model moving? Okay, it is at least. Let me just adjust my sitting position here. Alright, let's do this. Mark seam. You know, speaking of Blender modeling, I noticed that I haven't really made a video dedicated to 3D modeling here in this channel, like a for dummies video on 3D modeling. I mean, technically I did one for like, I basically explained to you guys how I model via the 3D feature model video I did a while back, as well as the craft in making internet animation video I did last year. But those are like when I talk about 3D modeling in those videos, it's usually with the added topic of, you know, of either 3D VTuber models or animation, you know. Are you guys interested in maybe doing in a video about 3D modeling and how I do 3D modeling here in this channel? Because to me, I don't really feel like doing that kind of video right now, considering that I've already explained how I make 3D models here like twice already. I also explained to you guys how I make my shaders in the craft and making internet animation before. So I don't really find the need to make a video about 3D modeling, even though I know that it would probably sell pretty well on YouTube. Like it would get like tons of views if ever I make one at some point. But I don't really feel like doing it right now. Like an entire Blender modeling tutorial here on this channel. Anyway, I think there are already like enough people telling you guys how to 3D model in Blender. Got the Blender Guru, Default Cube, freaking Kevin Drum, if you are into the toon shader side of things. The Deuce is still a pretty reliable source for learning how to do grease pencil in Blender. There are a lot of people who can teach you guys that. Alright, let me just put this into here. I'm in X-ray mode right now, and I'm trying to mark the seams that's beneath this mesh here. Okay. You know, speaking of 3D software, or 3D modeling software, I found this one guy on YouTube called Cherno. And Cherno, to my surprise, is a YouTube channel dedicated to teaching people how to make game engines. And I'm like, whoa, yo Cherno, what the frick? This guy looks... that's pretty interesting. Like, you know, I haven't really thought about it that much, but I never really understood how Blender works behind the hood. Or, you know, or softwares like Godot or Unity, how they work behind the hood. So it's kind of interesting seeing someone explain to me how game engines and to an extent 3D modeling softwares work through you know, code written in C++ and APIs like OpenGL and Vulkan. And it really got me interested in maybe learning how to make 3D modeling software on my own. Because I've explained it, I've explained to you guys a couple of times before, but I'm planning not in the near future, but at some point in the future, I want to try and make my own like dental CAD software. Considering that, you know, it's like, how do you say this? Considering that I'm, you know, a dental student and I'm in the know of what the dental CAD software community is like now. I want to like just try and maybe attempt to make a dental CAD software in the future. And I think that starts by me looking into making add-ons via the Blender Python API, because there's this well-known like CAD software used in the dental community called Blender for Dental. And Blender for Dental basically is just a Blender add-on, technically speaking. If you're familiar with Blender for Dental, you might be thinking, oh, it's a Blender add-on, and I say, yeah, it's a Blender add-on. It's just that at some point during the installment procedures in getting Blender for Dental to work in Blender, they just like modified its user interface to a point that it doesn't look like Blender at all. But if you were to just, you know, not do like the whole revamping of the interface and shit, it's basically just a freaking add-on that you can see in Blender through these tabs right here. But anyway, one way of making a dental CAD software is just by making a Blender add-on. I think that's like the easiest way to do it, considering that, you know, Blender is already like a pretty good software itself, and it has a good documentation how to manipulate this Python API. But another thing I've discovered is that you can also make, you know, your own actual software by looking into, I think what's called OpenGL. I think OpenGL is like a way for you to create not only like a 3D renderer in your software, but also make how do I say this? Like OpenGL like can also like make a graphical user interface for you for your software, and I find it very interesting. I want to try and do that in the future, although not now because I'm busy making games right now. I feel like the scope to learning how to make dental CAD software is just way too much for me, considering what I know right now. I feel like the best way to learn about making software is to first, you know, start with the basics, or, you know, start with something very interesting to work with before you get into the more boring shit, like, you know, making games. Because games technically is just software made through code, technically speaking. So I want to learn how to make games first. Then in the near future, we can maybe learn how to make applications at some point. I'm not sure. And hey, it doesn't even need to be a dental CAD software we'll be working on in the future. It can be maybe just a basic 3D modeling software or something. Let's see. Okay, this should work. Where is this? Oh, yep, that's definitely gonna work. Alright, I'll just put a seam right here. Alright. Okay. I think we're done with the UV unwrapping. Oh wait. Let me just work on this. Okay, yeah, we can use. Let's do go to face select mode here. Let's. Oh no, actually wait, no, we need the edge select. Everything here. U mark seam. U mark seam. Mark seam. U mark seam. AU unwrap. Okay, cool. I think I'll worry about the unwrapping the legs later. Okay, so we got all the shit done here. Let's put this into Eevee. Where are my lights? Here it is. Okay. So we got this basic setup done. What else? Let's go ahead and add some textures to this. Okay. We'll do with this first. Alright, now I'm now wondering what can be the color of this duck. So go with the color scheme of the ducks from Duck Hunt, or it's a bit nice, the popular variation of how the ducks should look, right? Like a green head and a brown feathery body. Let me look up some. Let me open up another tab here. Let me see some references of ducks. Okay, the popular variation here is the one with the green head and the brown feathery body, but there are also some black feathered ducks here. White ducks as well. White is also good. What the frick? This guy has a mohawk. This duck has a mohawk here. I'm looking at. By the way, the engine I'm using, I just noticed, is DuckDuckGo. That's like very funny to me. I'm searching ducks in DuckDuckGo. Let's see, black ducks, white ducks. There'll be some brown ducks. Oh, some blue feather ducks. Oh, I kind of like the blue feather ducks. I'll try to maybe make that. So I don't already have like a lot of blue feathered, blue colored robots here in my what's it called? In my thing, in my game, blue colored animals in my game. So why don't we? Let's adjust my camera here. Okay. Okay, how about? Oh, there's some red ducks here as well. Although the red ducks have this very particular pattern to it, I don't think I can apply to my duck. Or maybe I could. Let me see. I'm just gonna duplicate the material here. Call this the duck head, and let's make his head red. Sure, that's good. And then the shadow. Why is the shadow lighter than the? Anyway, let's make this darker, or maybe not that dark. Let's just keep it like that, and then all right. No. Let's make it. Hue should also. Okay, and then the freaking shine of it should be nearer to red. Okay, so that's the duck face. We'll also color up the duck goggles, and the goggles should have a white strap. Let me see, duck head. White duck goggle strap. By the way, if I'm actually gonna be making a 3D game, I don't think I'll be making this much materials in one character, but since it's more so gonna be like a sprite to a 2D game than a actual, 3D model to a 3D game, I'll keep the I'll make as much materials as I want to. Okay. assign it here. And let's make this, let's just maybe turn down the saturation. Okay. Duck goggle. It's not the lens that we're getting, right? It's like the frame. Duck goggle frame. Okay. Alright. Alright, now that I'm looking at it, I think the duck here is more orange than red, so I'll probably change that to like here. Same thing for this one. I mean, I don't have any orange animals here, right? Let's see. Yeah, I don't have any orange animals here. Well, it's supposed to be orange was the monkey cycle, but we replaced that with a duck cycle. So let's make the duck cycle here. And this one has a red beak. Okay. Okay, so this would have a red beak. Alright, let's get duck head here. Duplicate this. Call this the duck. The duck beak. Actually, have a look at it. I think this has more of a brownish. Oh, like that. With the duck head, let's make this more of a brown. Looking duck. Let's put the shadow down to here, as well as here. Okay. Should I turn up the saturation? I think the saturation should be turned up. Okay. This one should have be more on the red side of things. Let's see. Let's see. It's not that bright red. I think it's more like it's like lipstick red. I want this to be more so subdued red. Okay. And then let's see. Wait, let's look at this one more time. There's some hints of green to this guy, as well as some hints of black. So what I'll do maybe is I'm gonna select. You know, let's get the duck head here. Call this the duck mohawk, and I want this to be altering with some blacks and greens. So the outer parts should be black, and the inner concavities here should have like a green accent to it. So let's do that. Turn on the saturation for all these colors. Alright. Let's get the duck mohawk once again. I think this is too bright. Let's put it down pretty pitch black, you know. Okay. Then let's select all of these parts here. Alright, so this is called duck mohawk. .01. By the way, is this what's the state of affairs for this one? Sign here. Okay, for this one, I'll make a new material. I'll make this an emission shader. Let's go to the shader tab here. And let's take I'll try to make a generated texture here. Let's get a texture coordinate node. Okay, separate XYZ. Okay. Then I want to get subtract or a math node up in here. Now I know the easier way here is to make a image texture, but come on guys, I don't want my file store to be filled with shit, so let's get a color ramp. Be Y? Is it Y? Okay. Put an ease. Okay. Then let's duplicate all of this. It's gonna multiply. It's got a mixed color here. Put them all together. That okay. I wanna just see first B. It all works out in the end. Okay. Let me see. So there's like a, so there's now a gap here. Let's try to make the gap a bit bigger here. Okay. And then let's set this to multiply. There we go. And now let's set a what's it called again? A transform? Oh my god, I'm forgetting now. It's a mapping node. Okay. If I move this, no, it's not. 0. This move? No. Oh wow, it's like very... Okay, we'll combine this with a X, Y, and Z. Combine X, Y, Z node here. Okay. And I just want to manipulate the Y coordinate here. So let's create... let's create a math node. Have this be multiplied, or I guess divided by 0.1. Oh, there we go. Okay, 0. Nice. Okay, so we now have this like this changeable aspect of the node. And let's go ahead and make another mix color node. This time you get set to mix. We attach the output of this to the factor, and then make this black. That way we can like freely manipulate the colors of this. Okay, cool. And then let's just change the constant. I don't want the blurring. Constant. There we go. So now we start moving this. Change this to 0.05. Okay. It's 2. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate these freaking nodes here. I'm being impressed by myself. The fact that I'm able to follow along with all these nodes here in my node tab here. Let's see. Okay. So let's now move this to here. I want another line of like over here. So now we create a duplicate of this. Attach this to here. Attach this to here. If this works, oh, nothing works. Okay, how about we set this to add, maybe? Let's see. Hey, okay, there we go. Now we have two lines here. So how it works is that in Blender, the very dark values here is known as is set at a value of 0, while the lightest of values here, or white, is set at 1. So I set to multiply first, you know, just to, you know, get all these colors to combine with each other. I mean, this one's basically just one edge of it, and the other is the other edge. But if we multiply each of these with, you know, with this being 0, what we get is this sort of formation here. Now the same computations are also applied onto this. Sorry, I just noticed my big head. It's not really showing all of the nodes here. So basically what's happening is that I got a texture coordinate node, I set it to UV, I got the UV output here, and I attached it to a separate XYZ node. So I only get like the coordinates along the x-axis. Then I use the subtract to kinda you know, adjust the values here, and a color ramp to get this black and white consistency here. Then I attached a multiply, a mixed color node here set to multiply, so I can combine both of these color ramps together to make this pattern here. And then I attach another mixed color node here set to add, because I also created like this little this other pattern here. So by adding these together, since, you know, it's set to add, so 0 plus 1 is equal to 1, so we get this sort of pattern here. And then I attach it to a mixed color node, or I guess I'm gonna attach it here now. Attach it to the mixed color node to change the colors a bit. Attach an emission shader, and there we go. We got a freaking little thing here, and we can also adjust how the positioning of it. We can animate this texture if we wanted to, like so. And yeah, what else do we need to add? I guess we can also add the duck mohawk here. Oh, a UV freaking voice just got disconnected. What the frick? Okay, now let's work on, I guess, the neck of this dude. Okay, so now the neck of this character has like, now let me just adjust my camera here. The neck of this dude has like a black and white pattern to it. So I know I'm taking my sweet time here, making. Can I lift my head? Okay. There we go. All right. So, oh my god, this way. Okay. Let's go ahead and make this dude's pattern, neck pattern here. Let's get the duck mohawk up and running. Whew, alright. Sign. And the thing here should be. Hold on, let me just lift up the. Pattern here. Duck goggle strap. Okay. Okay, maybe I'll make the same pattern here as well for the body, I guess. Let's make a duplicate of this, call this duck body. Not sure if I still want to change a bit of this. Let's see. I guess it kind of works, but okay. Next is part of our body, I guess. I guess I'll try to copy the materials here as well. Control L, link materials. Sign. Mm. I'm looking at the references of the duck here. Its wings have like a black and white accent to it, but the entirety of it is like orange. So what I can do here is make this the duck head. But for the rest of this, I'll put some black to it. I'll put some white to it. Doesn't look quite right. I mean, it kind of looks good, I guess. And then... Oh. No, make it... No, instead we'll just make it all black. Okay. And this one can have... Oh my god. I'll make a little bit of a duplicate here. Let me see. I will do that. Okay. U mark seam. U unwrap. Okay. Okay. I had to make a new freaking material for this one. Mission. Okay. Sure, we'll make an image texture. image editor. There's the untitled. Okay. And then select. Excuse me. Okay. There we go. Alright, Alt S. Let's go to texture files, editable WS. Let's call this the duck cycle heart rate or tummy. Okay. Okay, so let's control T to shift. Control G. Oh, there's a group output now? What the heck? Okay, control. Where is my OT. OT. Okay. Control G. Right. Let's get combine XYZ. Put this under location. And I want to manipulate the Y. Okay. Take this to graph editor here. Modifiers, steps, step interpolation. Want cycles. Alright, nice. Let's go back to the build sheet. Maybe I can make it faster, maybe? Not too fast. Okay. Alright, we got that going on. Let's go for let's go back to here. Material. So this one's being manipulated by this, so I'm gonna select all this, Control G. this. Alright, nice. Look at that little simple animation there. Okay, I need to know how to change the view settings here. Okay, there we go. Look at that. A little simple, like, texture animation going on. Okay, so I think the reason why it was like sort of blurring out before is because I got temporal projections here turned on. What is 64? Let's see. Hey, we got this going on. Let's make the crossfire here. What else? We'll turn this into a... Yeah, there we go. Nice, we got this little duck character here created. Oh, what else? I love that they fly in the wall inside your brain. Your character designs fascinate me. You have a very fascinating way of making metaphors. Hey, thanks for sticking around. Hold on. Let me quickly make some of these. I don't know, what kind of inspired me to make these sort of random designs is through a show I used to watch in Cartoon Network called Amazing World of Gumball. I'm always fascinated by how different each character's design looks in that show. And that's how I was able to like formulate a sort of plan to make my characters look different for each one of them. Okay, cool. So, we got this going on now. The next step is to probably make the outlines for this character. Let's see, outline. Maybe we can recycle the brown outline here. Then I'll add a solidify modifier. Normals, flip, materials. Just tree, okay. Thickness font. Let me just first see if there's the. Okay. Probably make this a bit browner. Change the hue a little bit. Right, there we go. use a tree. Okay, tree. Fitness clamp, good. I notice I'm spending too much time on this one character. How long have I been working on this? An hour 41? Oh shit. I don't know if I'll have time to work on the other characters here. I'll try my best. Let's see. Get the brown outline here. Let's get the solidify modifier. Normals, flip, materials. Okay. Edge data, no. It's clamp. Okay, now next one. With the black outline. Probably make this very dark. Solidify. Flip, materials, 1, 2. Black outline dot 0. Oh, not that. Solidify. Flip. Materials 1. Oh, no, it looks good already. Okay. What else? They're using the same materials, right? Okay, Control L, link materials, and Control L, copy modifiers. Whew. Okay. Hey, excuse me. Oh my god. You know, I just noticed that I think I may have clickbaited you guys saying that I'm gonna be texturing assets here, when in reality I've only just added materials throughout the entirety of the stream. The only time I did texture was with this little thing on the belly here. Other than that, it's just me adding materials to this freaking stream. Nice. I mean, this little character here. My God. You know, it does. You know, now that I'm looking at it, it does look kind of weird. Now that I'm looking at the finished product here. Dang. Now I understand why people say my freaking character design is freaking whack. Anyway, let's create a freaking grease pencil here. Let's move this to the duck cycle. I'm gonna hide everything here for now. Doing all this. What is this? Oh, that's the freaking for the. Let me move this to. I'm gonna move this to the flower drone section here. Everything here is just this cycle. I'll just disable the solidify modifier for now. Let's get the lights here actually. Okay. Raw mode. Okay, surface, good. Alright. Alright, let's draw a bunch of this shit. I think I need. I need a mirror modifier for this one. Alright, here we go. What the fuck? No, mirror this object here. Okay. Fuck is this?
Hey, boy.
Yo, what up? You guys, my cousin just came into the room. really the most talented of grease pencil peeps, but try my best to make this look as good as possible. Holy shit, what is this? That. You know what's funny? What's funny is that I don't think I would even use this grease pencil object once the game asset is placed onto Godot. Considering how hard it is sometimes to, you know, animate grease pencil objects. I can try to maybe rig this with an armature, but we'll see. Try to make this as good as possible. Never be too much detail in this. Okay, what the frick is this now? Oh my god, what is this? Are they attaching themselves to the light? Oh my god. Do they consider light objects a surface here in Blender? That sucks. Or maybe it's just the fault of me staying at 4.2, 4.3. Is there like already like a new LTS version of Blender or something? That. Oh my god, it's doing it again. What is this? Oh my god. Alright, I'll get rid of this shit here. What is happening here? Oh my god. Okay, I'll try to get rid of the source here. I think it's this part. Okay. Okay, let's paint this last edge here before we stop. Go. Okay, let's see how this looks with the freaking. Okay, not bad, not bad. Looking pretty good. Let's paint next the head here. for a very dark palette here. Ah, shit. Alright, there we go. Alright. It's the object mode. Bring back. Solidify. Okay, looking pretty good. This stream might just be dedicated to making this one guy in Blender. Alright. Okay, what I can do here maybe is to select similar scene, Shift E, key selection. So now I have 2 of these. Convert one of them into a grease pencil object. Okay, cool. Okay. Select all of this, Shift S, cursor to selected. Set the origin of this to the 3D cursor. So if I roll this, it's all in perfect unison. So let's create a keyframe here. Oh shit, we got a lot of the colors here. Control J. Okay. Now let's make a spinning wheel. CK rotation. RX360 K rotation. Okay, nice. Put this in the graph editor. Set the interpolation to linear. And let's put cycles. Alright, nice. Look at that. Look at this guy. Look at this guy go. Oh my god. Definitely a robot for the ages, I guess. We got a good view of this guy. Maybe include all the other stuff here. What's the thing to do here? Ah, this guy. Okay, let's pause the animation here for now. Where's the camera? Okay. Need to change the location of this. Where's the goddamn freaking there it is. Alright, that's this is the duck cycle, this is the turtle car. Why is the turtle car here? Okay, this turtle car, this is a duck cycle. Hang on, I need to adjust the maybe like this. Okay. a location. Okay, so this is the duck cycle. This is the turtle car. What else is here? Rocket bee? Alright. Cool. Hallibird. Oh my god, Hallibird really needs to... Oh my god. Close. Can I lift this up? Alright. Cool. So I need to like make multiple stuff here. Maybe just adjust the animation here. Keep transformation. Okay. Alright, let me get a sip of water here before we start texturing the rest of this. Okay, so we just need to make two more characters here. The plane character, the water plane character, and the owl loon. character. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Let's see, what's it look like again? Pass. Alright. Okay, so I think the only thing I need to paint here, or texture paint here, is the wings. So we'll go ahead and UV unwrap. Actually, wait, it's already UV unwrap. No, it's good. Okay. U mark scene, AU unwrap. Okay. There we go. Then we move on to texturing his snout. Let me get the duck body up in here. Call this the butter plane body. I think for the rest of this, I think the character design process would be much simpler. Let's make a duplicate of the butter plane body. Alright. This, do this. Call this butter plane snout. Okay, body plane snap, robots, body plane. Call this butter plane pattern image. I need to see how this looks. Okay. Let's have this be mirrored. Right. Switch this to here. Okay. Split this to here. This to complete white. Alt S. Okay. Object mode. Link this all together. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's this. Let's get the image editor. Thanks. Is this design really that simple? I mean, I guess that makes sense for it to be this simple. Alright, Shift S, cursor to selected. Shift A, use pencil. Let's start drawing some shit into this thing. let's get this. Outlines of this. Whew, alright. Let's make a few accents here. Let's give some style. Okay. Then P, Q transform. Okay, nice. Oh my god. Okay, I might be able to finish everything today. Just need to do one more character after this. But before we move on to the owl loon, let's just add a solidify modifier here. Let's get a brown outline here. Okay, here we go. Alright, so far we made the butter plane. Oh, what the frick? Okay, let's move this to the butter plane collection here. So we made the butter plane, we made the rocket bee, we made the turtle car, we made the flower drone. It can also spin its freaking flowers, flower petals, I guess. We made the duck cycle here. Look at that. I'm very impressed with this design here. I was able to make this here in Blender. Now, the only thing we need to make is Owlin, this guy here. I gotta say though, out of all of this, I think the one I'm most weirded out by is this this character design here. But I think I'm able to craft it in a way that's much more fine here, I guess. Anyway, we can always adjust how it looks. Okay, let's start off by first adding a new material here. And by new material, I mean I need to import a separate shader here. Can I use? Is there like a painter shader here somewhere? Okay, maybe I'll try to use this musgrave texture. Right. Okay, it's called Owlin Balloon. We'll call this Alright, let me just go to the shader editor here. Need to change up this. Switch this from window to generated. Okay, nice. Full gas. This one, I'll make this a separate material. Call this owl loon eyes. Switch this to an emission shader. And image texture up in here. And I'll call this owl loon eyes. I hope this is freaking. Apply. Let's texture paint the shit out of this. Seriously? You unwrap. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay, maybe instead of trying to make this like a duplicate of the other, just kind of like make it like this. Oh, look at that! Oh my god! Don't you just want like a plushie of this or something? Let's see. You can also add like a little bit of a glint here as well. Okay, there we go. That's nice. This is just awesome. Why would you want to kill this? I am making enemies here, and I'm making them as cute as possible. Am I just a sadistic person for making cute animalistic vehicles be like the thing that I must kill in my space shooter? Maybe. Okay, so we made this. What else do we need? Let me put my reference sheet here. Okay, let's make the beak. The beak, I think, will be the same material as every other material I've used for the characters. I'll just name this the Owl Loon Beak. I'm just going to copy and paste the colors here. my god. Alright. Maybe we can deviate from the white colored baskets of this. Here should be different material. Call this owl flame. Switch this to an emission shader. And let's get the texture coordinates here. Once again, make a procedural one here. Separate XYZ. I'll just include a mixed color here. Okay. animate that the mesh of this. So I'm gonna take the modifier here, make a geo node. Let's go to geometry node here. Let's get a set position. I apologize, guys. Excuse my my burpiness right now. Okay, let's get a noise texture. A scale. A vector math scale. .05. For D. D2 would work. 1. Tree. Alright, cool. So we got the fire burning up here. What else? Guess we can make a grease pencil here. Selection. F3, grease pencil. Okay. Alright. Draw mode. Select this color. Mirror. Right. Next, let's select this color here. Make it darker. nah, I'll just leave it at this. Okay. Now. Make this a bit quicker, I guess. Let's go ahead and apply a solidify modifier for each of this. What even is this? Oh. It's lights, okay. Where are the purple outlines? Right, okay. Let's do a solidify. Call this outline. Before we move on, go back to draw mode here. Let's select a dark outline here for the view. Right, save that. Okay, what the frick is wrong with the 01? Let's leave it at that, I guess. Alright. Finally, let's make these outlines. Okay. Finally, I think I'm done with everything here. Just make a solidify modifier here. Make a brown outline. Flip materials 1. Alright, nice. Alright, so far, made this. Oh, let's to link this to the owl loom. So hold on. We made this. Just notice it's much brighter here than usual. That was good. So we made this little creature here. We made this creature with a, you know, freaking flame underneath. We also created this creature here, a drone-like flower drone, I guess. Also made this creature. Okay, I swear to God, it's like much brighter here than usual. Ah, there it is. Okay. We made this creature. We made this creature here. Here's how it looks with the shadows created. We made a owl loon. We made a duck cycle. Look at that. It's pretty interesting. I'm actually very proud with this one. It's supposed to be like a monkey cycle, but I was able to like pull through with one of like the most unique designs in this entire stream. I also made a this. We made a turtle car. It's a very simple turtle car. A rocket bee. Butter plane, and of course, Halliburton. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. I think I'll just work on the animation off stream. Consider that, you know, we still have to code this all in Godot, so that's gonna be the plan for the next stream. I guess the next stream involving this would be a bunch of Godot streams, wherein I occasionally show you guys the code. I can't promise you guys that I'll be able to show you the entire process of making this space shooter that I have in mind, because you know it's kind of it's kind of a headache trying to figure out how to code your game while streaming. So I'll just do that instead on another. I'll just do that offline, and occasionally maybe I'll do a Godot stream. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe. I will be making a game dev video in the future after I make this one. So look forward to that, and if that interests you, go like and subscribe to my channel. And with that being said, go read a book. Bye bye.